are perfect on your way there and perfect on your way back. Or those meetings with friends for which you make a group chat 3 months before so that nobody or anything is missing. Or your daughter's first birthday party. You planned it with such dedication that instead of the first date felt like our quinces. The same way you plan each detail for those moments. Start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Broadcasting live from the Masters Heating and Cooling Studios. This is WKJG 1380 AM, 100.9 FM, Fort Wayne, Indiana. The Fan. And here's what you need to know.
The Dallas Cowboys are expected to release wide receiver Amari Cooper if they can't trade the wide receiver. That's according to multiple reports. The Dallas Morning News reported last night the team would likely part with Cooper, choosing to try to re-sign Michael Gallup and Cedric Wilson. Bills wide receiver Cole Beasley has received permission from the team to seek a trade to another squad. The New England Patriots aren't likely to use their franchise tag on cornerback J.C. Jackson, according to the NFL Network. NFL teams have until Tuesday to decide if they will use the franchise tag. The Major League Baseball Players Association is working on a response to the most recent CBA proposal made by the owners. That's according to Fox Sports' Ken Rosenthal. The response would be to the offer that the owners made on Tuesday prior to the deadline, which then had Commissioner Rob Manfred cancel the first 2 series of the season. At the Arnold Palmer Invitational second round play, Victor Hovland has the lead at 9 under par. He's in the clubhouse after a round of 66. Rory McIlroy on the course, one back. I'm Dan Meyer.
All right. This is the Doug Gottlieb Show. This is America's longest running afternoon drive sports radio show, broadcasting live from the studios of Fox Sports Radio. Here's Doug Gottlieb.
America, Doug Gottlieb Show. Fox Sports Radio. Hope you're having a great day. Doug Gottlieb Show broadcast live from sunny Southern California. Welcome in. Welcome in. We've got a lot to get to today. What Clint Kingsbury had to say about coaching in college in Mississippi. Brady Quinn will join us later on this hour as he is live at the Combine in Indy. We will talk some quarterback talk and where will Amari Cooper play? Because the story out of Dallas is the Cowboys are about to cut Amari Cooper. So we got that. Brandon Weeden will join us. We'll talk to him about some of these up-and-coming quarterbacks, hand size, and all the draft hullabaloo, as well as get his take on Kyler Murray and some of the other stuff. So we got a lot to get to. Let me start with fun topic, easy topic, and that's that the Lakers are not a good basketball team. But we can find ways to disagree on a lot of them. You know, I got people in Oregon who message the show, Ron and YouTube, that I'm the worst. I should never talk about basketball again because I said Damian Lillard might be the most overrated player ever, and they lose their mind because Damian Lillard's their guy. And I probably shouldn't, but I choose to respond, and like one of my responses is like, okay, is Damian Lillard better than Jokic, better than Giannis, better than LeBron, better than Steph, better than Harden, better than Durant? I want to keep going? Okay, is he better than Kawhi? You know, I would even say that because he's not a particularly good defensive player, I would say Paul George has greater value in terms of as a player. He's a better shooter and scorer, but does he make everybody better, and does he play both ends of the floor? He's not Carmelo in his prime, but even Carmelo in his prime, as good a scorer as Damian Lillard is, Carmelo is better rebounder. Now they're particularly good defensive players. Right? And by the way, they both kind of topped out the conference finals. So, like, you kind of go through this whole list of guys, like, who's not better than Steph, who's probably not as impactful as Clay, right? He's not Kawhi, he's not that he's better than everybody outside those 10, and at least 64 other guys. Historically, so no, he's a great player. He's just not that great. But you get people who are there. So my point is, we can argue about a lot of different things. A lot of different things. And you want to go back and forth and try and tweet that Damian Lillard is better than Luka. Well, look, have fun. It's not. Have fun. He's not a top 75 player of all time. That makes no sense to me. Those things we can argue back and forth. You can't argue the Lakers are bad basketball. They got run out of the building last night. And remember, this is the Clippers, who don't have Kawhi, who don't have Paul. And there's been a lot of talk about our treatment of the Lakers, fans' treatment of the Lakers. I'll give my thoughts in a second. First, Charles Barkley on the Lakers.
Charles playing in this game? The Clippers was on the team from Southern California. You want to say that name? I'm not talking about
Is there a point at which you said, okay, I'm going to say their name?
if they win a playoff game.
So you're not going to say the word Lakers for the rest of
The rest of the season. I'm not talking about these damn losers. We've been between us, between the nitwits of TNT and the nitwits of ESPN. We talk about these losers more than any people in the world.
I wouldn't say we talked about them a lot.
But
Here's Russell Westbrook having an exchange with Bill Oram.
Is it difficult for you to process the fact that it hasn't happened the way you guys envisioned it, and you guys are blowouts, there have been moves, there's been everything that, probably everything's the opposite of what you envisioned. Has that been hard for you, especially considering your stature, your credentials, to absorb?
What did I envision?
I suppose I would imagine some wins.
I mean, you said, based on what I envisioned, I want to know what you think I envisioned.
I would have you envisioned coming here and winning a championship, or at least being able to.
Is the season over?
It certainly isn't on.
Is the season over?
No, sir.
Thank you. So, what did you envision? Since you spoke for me, I want to know what you thought I envisioned.
At every press conference you've had this year, and we talked about, especially at the beginning, you talked about what this could look like. Obviously, you envisioned a successful season. It, to your point, sure, could still happen. But where you guys are trending right now, it hasn't. I mean,
You still asked my question. What did I envision?
For us.
You said you envisioned this to be a certain way. I want to know what you.
Did you envision it to look like this?
I had no expectations. See, that's why you don't know what I envision. I had no expectations. I come into every situation the same. Last 4 years of me, I've been on different teams 4 times. So my envision of kind of think everything gonna be peaches and cream, I don't. That's not realistic. That's not life.